Welcome back to Motor Authority. Today, we're diving into one of the most talked about developments in short-range naval warfare, an advancement that's drawing global attention in the shifting balance of maritime power in the Persian Gulf. This is the story of the Iranian Fajr Darya Missile, an indigenous, compact, and tactical weapon designed to play a very specific role in Iran's growing anti-access naval doctrine. So, what exactly is the Fajr Darya? In simple terms, it's a short-range naval missile that serves a very defined strategic purpose: deny enemy vessels, especially small to medium-sized warships and patrol boats, from operating freely within Iran's near seas zone. It's a missile that doesn't rely on long reach but instead on tactical mobility, rapid deployment, and saturation potential. The Fajr Darya is the continuation of Iran's decade-long push to develop reliable, mass-producible weapons that can operate in asymmetric maritime conditions. Think fast attack craft, high-speed boats, and camouflaged coastal batteries. The Fajr Darya fits right into this doctrine, small enough to be launched from vessels with limited space, but fast and powerful enough to pose a real threat in swarm conditions. We first saw whispers about this missile back in 2024, but in 2026, it made its first public demonstration. Footage released by Iranian state media showed the missile being launched from a mobile naval platform in the Persian Gulf, striking a simulated target with impressive accuracy. The clip was brief, clearly edited for impact, but it revealed enough to stir the interest of defense analysts worldwide. Technically, the Fajr Darya is believed to be based on solid fuel propulsion. That immediately gives it a few distinct advantages. Solid fuel systems are simpler to maintain, quicker to launch, and better suited for rapid response tactics, something Iran prioritizes heavily in its naval playbook. There are also indications that the missile features some kind of sea skimming capability, making it harder to detect and intercept, especially in congested or radar-cluttered environments. As far as range goes, we're talking about a missile that reaches approximately 25 to 40 kilometers. It's not going to hit aircraft carriers from across the horizon. But that's not the point. The Fajr Darya isn't designed to be a long-range precision strike system. It's designed to control littoral waters, to saturate, to overwhelm, to force high-value enemy vessels to think twice before operating close to Iranian shores. Now, let's talk platforms. One of the standout features of the Fajr Darya is its modular deployment. Iran has emphasized the need for operational flexibility in its naval forces, and this missile reflects that. It can be fired from small naval boats, fast attack craft, and potentially from ground-based launchers concealed along the coastline. That gives it a tactical edge. You don't need a billion-dollar ship to fire it. You just need mobility, numbers, and coordination. There are also hints that the missile integrates with Iran's expanding network of coastal surveillance and targeting radars. That suggests potential for semi-active guidance, possibly radar or electro-optical terminal guidance to improve hit probability. It's unclear whether it uses GPS or GLONASS-based inertial navigation, but Iran has proven before that it can create relatively accurate systems even under heavy sanctions. Let's be clear about something: the Fajr Darya is not a game-changer in terms of raw firepower or reach. It's not a BrahMos, it's not an Exocet, and it's not trying to be. Its value lies in cost efficiency and tactical swarm use. Iran isn't trying to beat Western navies in one-to-one conventional engagements. It's trying to make those navies think twice about entering certain zones altogether. You have to consider the strategic backdrop here. The Persian Gulf is narrow, congested, and geopolitically tense. In such an environment, fast response and tactical density matter far more than long-range reach. A missile like the Fajr Darya, deployed in significant numbers, from dozens of small platforms, changes the equation. It forces any adversary to account for the possibility of saturation attacks from unpredictable vectors. And that's exactly what Iranian defense doctrine is aiming for: deterrence through complexity. Force the enemy to defend against multiple cheap threats instead of focusing on one expensive target. Every dollar spent by the adversary on countermeasures is a strategic gain for Iran. There's also a psychological aspect to this. By showcasing a new missile system like the Fajr Darya, especially with high-impact footage and media campaigns, Iran signals self-reliance and military readiness to its domestic audience. And let's not forget the message this sends to regional rivals. The Gulf is crowded with foreign navies. Demonstrating indigenous missile capability adds a layer of national prestige, regardless of whether the system is cutting-edge or not. From a manufacturing point of view, the Fajr Darya is believed to be relatively easy to produce. No complex turbojet engines, no high-end electronics. It's streamlined, functional, and ready for mass deployment. That makes it ideal for rapid force multiplication. It also means that if one missile fails, 10 more can be launched without breaking the bank. Analysts outside Iran are still working to reverse engineer its full specs. Is it a heavily modified version of the Nasr-or series? Is it something entirely new? Iran hasn't disclosed that officially, but what we do know is that the missile fits a pattern we've seen before: design simplicity, field flexibility, and operational redundancy. There are of course limitations. Weather resistance, radar evasion at low altitudes, and electronic countermeasure vulnerability are all open questions. No missile system is invincible, especially when it's intended for saturation use rather than precision. But that's exactly where the strength lies. It's not designed to be perfect. It's designed to be deployed in bulk, and that, in a regional conflict scenario, can change naval behavior. So, what's the bottom line? The Fajr Darya isn't revolutionizing missile warfare. But it's a textbook example of how regional powers innovate under pressure. It's not about beating the most advanced systems in the world. It's about disrupting them. It's about using speed, numbers, and unpredictability to create chaos in tactical zones. And in that context, the Fajr Darya might be one of the most important regional missile developments in 2026, not because of what it is, but because of how it fits into Iran's broader playbook of hybrid maritime warfare. Thanks for watching Motor Authority. If you found this breakdown useful, hit like and subscribe for more deep dives into defense technology, regional strategies, and the machines reshaping military balance in hotspots around the world. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Is the Fajr Darya just a tactical tool, or is it part of a bigger shift in naval warfare? We'll see you in the next one. Stay sharp. Stay aware.